Welcome to another episode of the Control the Flight podcast. I'm your host Drizzle with my co-host Fly Jones. How you doing today, bro?
Doing good.
Okay.
Doing real good. Doing real good. Last pod was a success. This
Yeah, it was
one's gonna
smooth.
be
was
even
smooth.
doper. Got plenty more people coming through asking about it.
Yeah.
So
Couple people said they liked the, the Kobe joint, the Kobe throw. You know what I'm
Kobe's
saying?
the best ever. You know what I mean?
I told him, I said it wasn't mine. I said it was my idea.
Yeah.
It was my idea. It ain't mine. It's my idea to feature Bean in the
It's
shot.
all good. He's better than LeBron. Just saying.
Well, I guess we kind of got at least touch base on it.
Hold on, Fly Jones slap a nigga up, aka slap a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? For talking, making jokes when jokes are not needed.
So, how? What's your view on the slap? Well, okay. What was your
initial?
initial?
More than Ray J in that Breakfast Club interview today too.
I'm pretty sure views and opinions have shifted and changed a week from then. But initially, when the slap first happened, when Will Smith first slapped Chris Rock, what was your first thought?
My first thought was, I had to look at it. My first thought was like, man, this nigga can't be. I mean, it looked staged at first, like what's going on. But when you heard him like screaming in the background, you're like, okay, he's serious. But on the, I mean, I'm all about respect. So shit, I understood where he was coming from. I mean, you have to, I guess. I mean, some people are on the edge about it, but I didn't think he did anything wrong. What you think?
I mean, my initial first thought was, oh, it's fake. Well, I take it back. When I first,
Same.
But the first time I seen it was, I didn't see the version where the audio was blurred out. I saw the Japanese film.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even see a tweet about it. I saw the tweet with the Will Smith slaps Chris Rock at Oscars. I'm thinking, oh, it was like a jokey joke thing. So I click on it.
Yeah.
And when he smacked him, and then
went to
the seat.
Yeah.
And he started keeping my
Cussing.
wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm looking at Will's face and how he's saying it, and I'm like, he looks serious, but it almost is like he's trying not to like break character and laugh. And then I'm looking at Chris, and I'm like, Chris is like, he's not totally shocked. He's smiling.
I think that was shock.
It might have been, and that could be a defense mechanism.
If a nigga slap you in front of 1 million people and plus all those people in there, I think your natural reaction of who you are may jump out, but you know what I'm saying, like Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I more so he's shocked than anything. Had that been somebody else, like,
but it's a lot of factors. It was like the walk up. Chris leaned in, so it's like, okay, why is he leaning in? But then it could be. I mean,
maybe he leaning in like so. Me, I didn't see the lean in, but maybe he's leaning. It's Will Smith. He's walking up on me. We're friends. I lean.
Well, we don't know if they're friends. We know that
handshake.
we don't know if they're friends. We know that they're in the same realm, space. They're how do you say acquaint? You could say at the least they are acquaintances.
Okay,
well, I wouldn't say that they're friends.
Yeah, we can't say that. We don't know that.
Exactly.
We don't know any of
like
them
if
people.
Will Smith threw a party 2 weeks ago before the Oscars, I don't think he's inviting Chris Rock. I'm going to say if it's a private party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they're friends per se. No, of course.
But I think that's like seriously from I guess it was 2016 to now.
Yeah.
A joke had been made about them boycotting the Grammys.
I guess Oscars. The Oscars.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Oscars. My fault. Grammys is on right now, but the Oscars. I guess I heard the joke, and I mean it was borderline disrespectful. If we are acquaintances, we know each other. It's borderline, but jokes are jokes.
Yeah, it came off. It was, I would say that joke in 2016 was I'll say that joke was worse than this joke because
Yeah.
that joke in 2016, that was around the time everything was going on, police brutality,
Yeah.
black people, like, and you know, the Oscars so white
Yeah.
was the thing, and so the Oscars used Chris Rock as
Yeah.
kind of like a token to kind
Yeah.
of talk to the black community. So
Yeah.
they bring you through,
Yeah.
and you're on that stage,
Yeah.
and then you're kind of belittling the movement and her in a sense, which okay, I get that.
Nah,
So
for sure.
at that time that joke, without context, that joke is all whatever. But with context in that time, it's like, okay, I can see that being disrespectful. This joke, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I had no idea she had alopecia.
I did.
And I will say alopecia, it is a illness, but at the same time, over the years, bro, I've been watching comedy since I was a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I was in middle school, my pops was letting me watch the Chappelle show.
Nah, for sure,
Shout
for
out to my
sure.
pops.
For sure.
So we see jokes about
I mean,
Magic Johnson having HIV.
Yeah, but
we see, bro. I remember Martin Lawrence was on stage. He tells a joke about, he ain't even telling a joke. MC Light's boyfriend is in the crowd. I don't think MC Light was there, but MC Light boyfriend was in the crowd. He's like, yo, shout out to bruh with MC Light. And she got some fire, pretty much she got some fire cooch. Like, that's pretty much what he said. And he was like, you know, he was pretty much saying like, I used to fuck her.
Yeah.
So I know.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Absolutely.
You feel me? But that's
No.
That's
Hold
comedy.
On, hold on. No.
I'm not saying it's allowed. I'm not saying it's allowed. But
MC Light's boyfriend should have done exactly
But
what
this is what I'm gonna tell you though. This is what I'm gonna tell
Will
you.
Smith did.
But this is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm not saying that he should have or he shouldn't have.
Okay.
What I'm saying is comedy over the years has done so much and crossed so many lines. I'm not saying nobody has the right. No, nobody doesn't have the right to be disrespected. You know, everybody's level of disrespect is different.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like what you might see as disrespect and what I might see as disrespect is two different things.
Facts.
You feel me? So I'm not gonna say that she couldn't feel any type of way about the joke, but I will say she has had short hair for years.
Yeah.
She has had short hairs many of times.
Okay.
Like her hairstyles have always changed.
Okay.
I just feel like.
But you gotta understand something. So all right. So there's two factors. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a couple of factors.
Yeah.
One factor. Me, if I'm in that situation, this is my wife.
Yeah.
She's insecure. My mom has alopecia. Like,
Then why laugh?
who, me?
No, not you. Will.
I can't speak for that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Your will.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm Will.
You laugh.
So it could be an uncomfortable laugh. It could be.
Oh no, he was cracking up.
It could be me.
He was slapping his knee,
but
holding his
before,
gut.
I don't know what he said before that, but leading up to the joke, he probably could have been laughing at prior things leading up to the joke when Chris Rock, and then he heard it, looked over at Jada, and was like, "Damn, that's kind of fucked up." You know what I'm saying? It could be several things that cross his mind. But what I will say is, I'm speaking only from if outside looking in. If I was in that same situation, factor one. Even if I'm cracking up laughing, did you see Jada's face? Did you see? She
rolled her eyes.
She rolled her eyes with disgust and okay. So right then and there, she rolled her eyes with disgust.
Yeah.
2016, he played my wife.
Yeah. I feel it. I'm not diminishing that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But I feel like I'm not saying that Will shouldn't have confronted him. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that Will shouldn't have put hands on him. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying, this is how I feel. I feel like everybody in the situation had the right to act and respond the way that they acted and responded. Mm-hmm. Will had his right. Jada had her right. Mm-hmm. Chris had his right.
Yeah.
Chris had his right to tell the joke. I don't even know if he wrote the joke because you know TV stuff is different.
For sure.
People, you have writers, group, whatever. When they pass on to you, do what you do.
For sure.
So I don't even know if he actually wrote the joke. He might have been in the room when it was written, but he might have. Who knows if that was originally his joke?
Yeah.
He has the right to tell it.
Yeah.
The setup to that
No.
joke was brilliant. Like
Yeah.
the talking about the category for the best movie. It was a husband and a wife in it. He was like, they better hope Will wins it because if one of them wins, it's gonna be da da da. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
And then he threw in the G.I. Jane shit. The G.I. Jane shit, again, like I said, like Chris Rock said, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke. Like it was almost like saying, like, fam, you could have smacked the shit out of me for so much more than a G.I. Jane joke. It's like, bro, I spilled water on your carpet and you shoot me. It's like, fam, last week I put ketchup on your carpet and you didn't do shit. So
Okay.
it's like, it's so much more stuff that I've said that you could have smacked me for, and you smacked me for this.
So again, bro, we missed so many things of the build up to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could have been a build up. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on in Will Smith's mind as far as his relationship with Chris Rock behind doors.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been picking, doing this, doing that behind closed. And I don't mean to speculate. I don't know these niggas.
Yeah.
I'm only saying a man reacted off of pure emotion for his wife.
It wasn't pure emotion.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't pure, because he laughed. And when he laughed, he didn't act until she reacted.
So that's the thing. Everybody responds different. That could have been like
So
bro, have you ever have you ever seen a fight where a nigga's laughing like, all right, man, like this nigga keep going.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And he do exactly like I just did. Yeah. Like, all right, bro, keep going.
Yeah.
And smile.
Yeah.
And then go off on a nigga.
But that's body language.
That's not that's like me. I'm $1 million nigga. It's a bunch of cameras in here. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I feel you.
All right, Chris.
He wasn't laughing like that.
But now, that's what I'm saying.
I feel you.
That's what I'm saying. Look, we don't know.
Look, bro. Look,
we don't know.
I love Will, bro.
Okay.
I think Will, like, Bad Boys that's one of my. You can't tell me shit about Bad Boys, bro. One of the greatest movies of all time. Like I watched it a badillion times. Bad Boys 2, another badillion times. Like Bad Boys 3 was great. Will's my guy.
Okay.
Will's my guy. But I'm not shooting him no bail here, bro, for the simple fact of we've watched him over the years struggle with people knowing, I in my opinion, too much about what goes on in your household.
Yeah,
whether it comes from how you and Jada decided to raise Jaden and Willow, or where it comes from your older son and nobody really talks about or whatever. Whether it comes from Jada still writing letters to Tupac 20 years later after he'd been dead. You know, he's always current. Bro, his Willow's writing letters to Tupac. Like, it's so much shit that goes on that I feel like we as the public shouldn't know, but we know. And even when the whole entanglement thing, bro, prime example, like I don't think a lot of people seen this, but before the Oscars even started, you know, they're on the red carpet, they're doing the walk, and I can't think of
Shorty said something about the entanglement.
About the entanglement, yes. Yeah. She was like, hopefully there's no more entanglements or some shit like that, and Jada cracked up laughing, and Will laughed kind of like ha 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 ha, like, you know, kind of like, I'm not gonna show any. I'm gonna go along with it. And it was almost like, fam, no. Why are we still talking about this entanglement stuff 2.5 years later?
Yeah.
Mind you.
But Jada should have said something.
What about August? But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So when that happened, Jada cracked up laughing.
Yeah.
So Will follow suit.
Yeah.
Chris told his joke. Jada rolled her eyes.
Yeah.
And looked at him.
Yeah.
Oh, so now I gotta, and it was just like, it almost, to me, it almost came off as a little bit corny. It was like, oh, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna protect my family. That's what King Richard would do. And then they dad came out, Serena Williams' dad, King Richard came out and was like, no, nigga, I would not have done that, because I'm not about to get up on stage in front of the world and not only mess up what I got going on.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to think, bro. I get it. I understand. We as a people, we a lot of people have a problem with, I guess, expectations and what does corporate look like? What does clean cut look like? And what is this? How are you supposed to operate in public? Fam, I get it. I understand that white people set the standard, but sometimes stuff, it makes sense. It makes sense not to go on stage and smack somebody on national TV in front of all your peers. Now, I've never got an Oscar before. And I'm not saying you gotta like bend backwards to get the award. But if I'm fine. This is my Super Bowl. If I'm Will Smith, this is my Super Bowl. And before I go to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna go out that night before and I'm gonna go get arrested. Now I'm not playing the Super Bowl. So now he gets a situation, he goes to the Oscars, he's gonna get his award, but now he's fucking up for the future. He has to resign from the Academy. I don't think a lot of people know what that means. Like, it's when these actors and these actresses, when they get selected for these films, they don't just get selected because they're good. They get selected because they're in. You're in that Academy. That's why you see this guy get this role, this girl get this role, this role, this role. You're like, damn, they in all the major movies. Yeah, they're in the Academy. That's a group. It's a collective. So now, once he's not in that, he's not going to be making no major movies no more. There's a good chance that, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bel Air gets canceled. Because he's a part of that. I wouldn't be surprised if stuff that he had lined up, like I Am Legend 2, if that doesn't get nixed. Like, in that moment, I'm not saying that he wasn't justified. But in that moment, you got to think. I can check him. I don't have to check him right here. I can check him backstage. I can check him afterwards. I can go up there, do my speech, and after the speech, say, "Hey, Chris,
Nigga,
I gotta holler at you."
The world is soft.
I'm not saying.
Come on.
No, I'm not saying what he did was wrong.
To go into details and just
I'm
be
not
like,
saying what he did was wrong.
Oh man, he did this. We gonna put on the show for these
no,
white
no,
people.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. Okay, look, put like this. Let's do it like this. All right, cool. You do close.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Now let's say you at a pop-up shop, right?
Yeah.
And you know that this pop-up shop right here is going to lead into me getting other pop-up shops and my clothes in major stores. This is the pop-up shop I've been waiting on to break me through. Somebody comes in your pop-up shop, they get a little disrespectful. Maybe not. I'm not saying overly disrespectful, but let's say that they get a little disrespectful. You can handle it in various ways. Now, before you think logically about it, you just react off emotion. Now, everything that was set up to happen diminishes after 3 seconds. It's bad business. It's a bad move.
I'm not
because I can check you. In another setting. I can check you after this pop-up shop.
Hear me out. If I'm already established, right?
Yeah.
I've been in this game for and I again, I don't know Will, I don't know Chris Rock. I don't know these niggas.
Yeah.
I'm only speaking about like what I could, I guess, predict or maybe put my whole little spin on it if I'm in their shoes. I've been in the game for so long. And I've taken disrespect year after year. I haven't won an Oscar, and I've deserved it for so many years. Like, I Am Legend is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Next level.
For sure.
Bad Boys.
For sure.
All this. So, I'm to this point in my life where I'm protecting shit. Like, I've been clowned so many. Like, when a nigga don't say nothing, he's a bitch. When he don't say nothing about the entanglement, he don't really go into details. Everybody, you should have read his comments. Everybody was like, Will, what you gonna do? What you gonna say? I mean, but on the flip side, when a nigga does something for disrespecting his wife, in front of the world, he's, oh, he shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have reacted. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. And I get you. But I'm to a point in my life, if I'm in that, I've made all these great movies. I've been strong in my career. I got things going on. Hey, you niggas can't define me. I don't care that I lose this deal. I don't care that because you play this little game. Like you just said, white people set the standard. Or they think they set the standard.
I to me personally, I don't like publicly, I feel like even in public, bro, it's like certain, like I hate when I see motherfuckers doing silly shit in public. They ain't gotta do white people. It's like, bro, like white, black, whatever. Like, what are you doing? Like you look crazy. Are you doing something crazy?
That's my whole thing. Because everybody was saying, oh man, Will made us look bad.
I'm not even saying from that. But I will say this though. I will say this though. For 2016, reference back 2016, the whole thing was Oscars so white.
Yeah.
Everything about the Oscars this year, I'm gonna say it was so black, but even Will Packer was the producer. But this is the thing. You got to realize everything that is going on around you. It's like, bro, we're teammates.
I don't.
No, but we're teammates.
Because white people don't live by that standard.
I ain't even talking about white people. I'm talking about right now. It's like, bro, we're teammates. If we're a team, if we're a team, and the coach is like, hey, everybody go to class, and if one of y'all don't go to class, it's y'all ass after practice. You know, bro, I have to go to class, even if I don't want to go.
I get it.
I have to go to class.
Why do we think like that?
What do you mean?
Why do we think in that aspect of if one black person is responsible or they're ahead of something, that all of us got to fall in that line? We have to fall in that line and not make any mistakes.
It's not about making any mistakes. It's about how you make the mistake.
Oh, I get it.
It's about again, and it's like Chris could have reacted so many different ways. That could have went a whole lot worse. That could have went a whole lot worse.
Good, cool.
You know what I'm saying? It could have went a whole lot worse.
But my thing is, it doesn't define that one moment. Doesn't define a whole.
I'm not saying that.
It doesn't define who was putting on the Oscars. It doesn't define him.
But what I'm not.
He
saying,
put on a great Oscar.
I'm not saying that's what it defines. But you know how this stuff works.
So what?
You know how.
And guess what? It shouldn't work like that.
But you can't go off how it should.
Right,
you have to go off how it works.
Okay, we don't. That's our problem. That is our number one problem, is going through
that's
stuff
like,
and saying, and look, that's our number one problem. We fall in line. Okay, since this is the structure of it, and they say this is the structure of it, we have to do that. All right, no. Is Harvey Weinstein?
I don't think he is. I think he's out. If I don't know. I don't keep up with
the dude. I don't know who went, but the dude that was molesting a little girl, then fled to go overseas, and then got an Oscar in 2013. Don't know his name, but it was like a producer or somebody.
I think he's out. I don't think he's done movies ever since.
That's not my point. My point is, they don't define every white person.
I'm not saying that. But he didn't do something at the Oscars. Like if Will would have smacked Chris,
my dog. If the dude got accused, of assault.
I'm talking about the Oscars. I understand. I'm talking about the Oscars as an event.
No, I get it.
Like Will could have smacked Chris at a basketball game.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, the dude got accused of molesting a child. Mm-hmm. He fled. Mm-hmm. Oscar's well known that he fled. He received an Oscar after that. That's crazy to me.
It is.
So that's my point.
It is.
That is my point.
It is. That is crazy. That is crazy.
So no, I'm not standing on.
But this is the thing.
He smacked him at the Oscars.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm not standing on that.
That's fine. I'm not saying, like I said, you don't have to bend over backwards for rules, but you can't argue what something isn't. You have to go off what it is. If you have an employer and the employer says, yo, every 2 weeks will be a random drug test.
Yeah.
And you like, damn, I like to smoke weed.
Yeah.
and then you fail your drug test.
Yeah.
That's the rules.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, so those are, well, it shouldn't be that because it's legal. It's legal in the state. It don't matter what it's legal as. As your employer, I'm telling you, we randomly drug test. We don't want nobody doing no drugs here.
Yeah.
Right? So if you get caught doing drugs,
Yeah.
you're done. Don't tell us that Thomas does drugs. We randomly drug tested him last week. He didn't
Yeah.
get caught. You failed your drug test.
Yeah.
Don't worry about him not getting caught. Worry
Cool.
about you getting caught.
Cool. I don't. Okay. Cool. I got my Oscar. I don't perform. And and guess what? Guess what? What Will Smith did? He resigned.
He had no choice.
He had a choice.
No, he didn't, because it was either going to get kicked out or resign.
Okay.
Resigning always looks better. They always when they like you.
My man resigned.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
He's like, all right, cool.
He wasn't cool with it. I'm pretty sure he no way he was cool with it, because he had things set up, because all that shit connects, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, he has to understand. It's like, bruh, I have a show called Bel Air. I'm putting all these young black actors and actresses in position to win.
Yeah.
The show got great reviews.
It's not canceled.
It's going to be.
Okay.
So I'm saying you have to think about that.
Who's gonna cancel it?
The network.
Have they said they're coming out and canceling?
They're not. Just wait.
Oh.
It's coming.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Things are coming.
If they cancel that tells me what that tells me. It tells me a lot about what we just take.
It's not about just taking it.
As a black community, it tells me a lot. If they cancel that show, great reviews, all this stuff, and again, we talked about this last week. A black man can't have one mistake. This motherfucker had one mistake, dog, out of his whole career.
It's a bad mistake.
No, it's not, bro. It's a smack. The nigga did not shoot anybody.
Facts.
He didn't kill anybody.
Facts.
He smacked the nigga up. A nigga could get smacked every single day.
At the end of the day, bro.
One mistake and that's my problem.
You have to respect the brand.
I'm different.
You have to respect
I'm
the
sorry.
brand.
I am.
So you find with somebody disrespecting your brand?
What?
If you put on something,
if somebody disrespects
if you having a Wild Things award show, and you giving out these awards, and somebody disrespects your brand on national TV, you will have a problem with that.
No, I wouldn't.
You're bugging, bro.
Why would I have a problem?
Because it's gonna take away from the. Nobody's talking about the Oscars because of the slap. They're talking about the slap. It's taking away everything.
Bruh, nobody was talking about the Oscars last year. Nobody was talking about it the year before that. But it was losing ratings. It's proven.
That's fine. That's fine, but you don't want it in a negative light. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, one person doesn't define the Oscars. We are acting like one person defines the Oscars.
I'm not saying the
person.
Come on, man.
We smoking crack now.
No. What I'm saying is, bro, logic matters, and I'm not saying that he couldn't. And I'm not saying he could not.
Logic does matter.
I'm not saying he couldn't check him.
Humans at the end of the day. We're humans. We're flawed. But one mistake doesn't define a person.
I'm not saying that one.
We gotta stop. We have to stop killing people for one mistake, especially black men. We gotta stop doing that.
I'm not killing Will. Like I said, I have no problem.
No, I'm
with
not
what
saying.
he did.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In general, like the outside looking in. We gotta stop killing people for one mistake, especially black people. Yeah. We kill black people for one mistake.
People have done worse. This like I said, I feel like I'm a big
Charlie
person.
Sheen was doing a whole bunch of shit and got a fucking fucking show.
But again,
what was it? Two men in a.
It was 2.5 men.
Yeah.
But I'm real big on respecting everything around you. Like no matter what you have going on, respect everything. It's like, bro, if you was throwing a party, if you throwing a party here,
and I'm firm on respect my surroundings, and when you disrespect my surroundings, you can get disrespected. Okay, but also Chris Rock disrespected his wife. My mother has that. If my mother was sitting right there and my mother just told me on the phone, 3 hours ago. Jada is brave because I spend so much money on my hair. It's not even funny for her to be brave about her bald head and being insecure. My mother said, I'm insecure about this.
Yeah.
To be in front and Jada came out and said that she had this thing that was going on with her hair loss and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was insecure about it. Chris Rock don't gotta go home with Jada. Will Smith does.
Yeah, for sure.
If my mother was sitting right there and he made a joke about my mother's hair, I probably would go up there too.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. Period. Whether it was on live TV or not. You embarrass my mother in front of everybody, I can embarrass you in front of everybody.
But now, this other side of it. Would your mom let you go do that?
Yes. Because my mom knows me. My mom knows that I respond in that way.
I feel like in that moment, 9 times out of 10, most women they would protect the man and say, "Hey, don't. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it."
And I get it.
It ain't worth it.
And I get it.
It ain't worth it. She wouldn't look at you and say, "Go get him." She wouldn't sick you on him. She wouldn't sick you on him like a dog, bro.
But that's not true. I could look over there. Me as a person, I could look at the discomfort in my wife or my mother and be like, I'm out of here.
I understand that, but at the same time, I feel like they wouldn't look at you like go handle that. If they saw you getting, it ain't worth it.
Again,
it ain't worth it.
Again, I get what you're saying, but it's not their job to tell me how to. So there's a book called The Way to a Superior Man. I read that I read that a lot. I go back and reference that book a lot of how you deal with your emotions as a man and as dealing with women. Mm-hmm. Will could have acted on his wife's emotions again, but also as a man, fuck my brand. My job is to protect my family. Will got more than plenty money, so we not worried about the money at this point. I'm worried about my legacy for my family and how my family has been played due to, yes, my wife, due to certain things, due to this, due to that. So now it's time for me to reel that in and say, all right, I no longer will allow disrespect. People have their choice to stand up and say, from this day on, man, fuck that. I'm standing on it.
I'm not denying that, but keep it Will and Jada.
Okay.
I feel like his emotion to go slap Chris wasn't necessarily because of said joke. It was a buildup of things. Like an hour before the show, somebody bringing up Entanglements on the red carpet.
Yeah.
That's current. Your daughter who never met Tupac is writing letters to Tupac.
Okay.
Your wife is still writing letters to a dead man.
Okay.
Your wife has publicly said.
Okay.
Your wife has publicly said that Will didn't know how to love her like Tupac. It's like, bro, why am I competing with a nigga who's dead?
Okay. And
that right there itself is disrespect. And I get that. We don't know everything that they're going through. We don't know everything that they're going through.
It don't. Okay.
That matters.
Okay. It does.
That matters because honestly, you can look at his face and his reaction. I don't necessarily think that the joke was what took it over top, because like I said, when you watch it, I really want you to really watch it. It wasn't the prior two jokes before. It was the joke that he said about the G.I. Jane. Will, because when he said the G.I. Jane joke, they went straight to Will and Jada, and he was dying laughing.
Okay, so my thing is this. Are we just going to neglect the 2016?
No, not at all. All
right, so again, why? That's twice on national TV.
It is.
That you didn't play my wife.
And I never said Will was
All
in
right.
the wrong.
I'm just.
I never said
That's
he
all
was in
I'm
the
saying.
wrong.
I just need people to look.
But what I'm saying is, I don't. If that was truly how you feel, like he said, if somebody said it about your mom, nigga, you ain't laughing. You're not cracking a smile. You ain't laughing. You won't go.
Again.
He was dying laughing. She rolled her eyes, looked at him. His whole demeanor changed. That itself is a problem. Not the fact that he smacked Chris, the fact that she gave you a look and you felt, I have to go up there and protect my family. And then you go up there, to me, the speech was BS because now you're the King Richard movie was, it's whatever. It's cool. It wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, it was cool, whatever. But you're taking a character from the movie who's based off a true story, and now you're putting that on him. And so now he feels the need to come out and say, fam, I wouldn't have done that. Not like that. I wouldn't. I would have checked him, but I wouldn't have.
That's not true.
That's what he said.
But you could say a lot.
That's what he said.
But I've seen like because I seen the movie,
Yeah.
and I'm a big believer in like going to check facts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the interview in that movie when King Richard
With the tennis, well, I mean, with the
reporter,
interview, yeah.
he stopped the whole thing,
Yeah.
and got in that man's face.
Yeah.
That could have fucked up his little girl's career.
Possibly.
So I can't go off that.
Possibly.
I can't go off.
But that was
King
also a different time.
Again, I can't.
Time
Again,
matters.
see, we
Time
keep
matters.
we keep look. We
can't
keep moving the
ignore it.
goalposts.
I'm not moving the goalposts.
We keep moving
No,
it.
it's not. It's not
keep
moving
it.
It's
All
not.
right, so
It's
I'ma
not
say
moving the
this. I'ma
goalposts. It's
say this.
adjusting to the times.
Okay, exactly. But okay. So again, I can't. Me as a person, I don't look at what people say.
Mm-hmm.
King Richard could say all he want, but we know that man's back record. If you followed Serena Williams and all them, he was very vicious and very protective.
Yeah.
Again, solid. I fuck with that because he never let anybody play him or his girls.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, if Will went through this movie and said, "Damn, bruh, like." They really are like King Richard is really standing on principle.
Yeah.
He's really standing on this, and I ain't been standing on this shit.
Yeah.
I've been letting motherfuckers disrespect my family.
Yeah.
So he could have went through this whole role and had an epiphany about everything and was like, damn, that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
And the moment that he laughed and he seen his wife's face, he was like, damn, I ain't protecting her. And he could have went up there. I ain't saying that it was right or it was wrong. What I'm saying is he stood on something that he learned. And again, I'm a big Will fan. I'm one of the niggas like, bruh, why ain't you saying nothing about this entanglement? Why ain't you checking her? Why ain't you checking data about this Tupac shit? Why you still ain't? Why? And in that moment,
but that's what I'm getting at.
No.
Now?
But because he had an epiphany, people can.
Man, you 40.
So what?
You 40, bro.
But people can change and be like, y'all just expect niggas to just
hold on, wait. Now
Yeah.
you just said that you don't believe King Richard said he wouldn't act like that,
Yeah.
and that was 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's saying I wouldn't have acted like that, so people can change.
People can change by actions.
He after he checked the interview, he
No,
might
the
say,
nigga's just old now.
Maybe
he just
maybe,
old
but
now.
but I'm just saying, people,
But my thing,
people change. You adapt with the times.
You can change if you have this. Like it's like reading a book. Just because I'm in the hood and I read this book and I got this way of going about myself in the hood and I see my environment, I read a book and my mind changes. Now I'm not in that same mind frame and I'm working my way to get out of that mind frame. That's all that was. That's all I see. You can't say that, oh, his emotions was fake and this and that. Nah, if it's that nigga's truth, it's that nigga's truth. Just like it was Chris, I'm not saying that Chris Rock was wrong. Chris Rock made a joke. He a comedian. But you can't get slapped in your fucking mouth for disrespect. Period. I've seen it happen.
And that's what he was saying. He was like,
you can't.
G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah, and you can't. And when I seen my wife, she wasn't feeling it. All right, cool. I'm standing on it. Period.
Yeah.
I could have stood on
Now-
it in front of everybody. I could have stood on it in the back in a private room. You can't tell people how to stand on things and be solid. That's our number one mistake as humans.
Yeah.
We try to tell a motherfucker what they need to do or how they need to react.
But this is another thing though. When comedians or when you go to a comedy show or when
This wasn't a comedy show.
No. I'm not saying that. No, but what I'm saying is you go to a comedy show or when comedians they do these monologues for the ESPYs or Oscars or Grammys or whatever. They're comedians, so their job is to play off the room.
Yeah.
For a fact, the front couple rows, the people in the front, somebody's gonna catch a joke here, blah
Okay.
blah blah, boom boom boom. So if that's the case, I go to Chris's PR too, but I also go to Will and Jada's PR. Hey, if y'all have a problem with Chris, go to make sure it ain't no Will and Jada jokes.
Yeah.
Period. Because we know for a fact that Will and Jada jokes have been prominent for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Whether it's dealing with Tupac, Entanglement, August Alsina, whatever. It's been jokes coming from left and right from everybody, men and women.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So now that falls on the PR side. If there was an issue underlining this 2016 and going forward, hey, we know, make sure he doesn't say a Will and Jada joke.
And what if they did say that?
I feel like if they did, that would have came out because it hasn't came out yet. And I also feel like if it did, I feel like what Will said would have been more catered to like, hey, like fam, it was a report that they talked backstage before or whatever. I don't believe it was true. It was just a report. It's, people report shit, but it wasn't really. It never got confirmed that they had a prior conversation to that. So I can't really fall into that.
So see, that's the thing is, so, because that's my whole thing is, what if Will said something to him privately?
But that's what I'm saying. It would have.
No, it didn't have to come out. If I call a nigga on the phone and say, hey, bro, don't say nothing about my wife no more. Click.
Then so as Will has talked, we'll say 2 times since he had an Instagram post and his speech, right? You don't think in the midst of one of those that he would have said, he apologized to the Academy, everything. You don't think he would have said, I had a conversation with him?
Nah, because it's
I had a conversation. Even when Denzel, Tyler Perry, he would have said, I talked to this dude. I feel like your demeanor and your body language be a lot different. Like, bro, we had a conversation. Like, we had a conversation.
Because
this isn't just impulse.
point.
But I'm saying, but it's not irrelevant because now that's really where the disrespect comes from. Because it's like, bro, if I told you not to eat my food, and then I come upstairs and you ate my food, it's a bigger issue than if I ain't telling you just ate. Like, damn, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But hey, bro, don't touch this.
Yeah.
This last slice of pizza is mine.
Yeah.
I'm going outside.
Yeah.
I come back in, you ate the pizza.
Yeah.
Now we got a problem.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like his energy, his body language.
When my nigga was screaming at the top of his lungs, keep my name out your...
Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Yeah.
To me, what that told me was, the conversation, this has been going.
Well,
Conversation's been had.
Possibly.
Possibly. Yeah, he's been making cracks about my wife, bro. Like, I ain't standing for it. I can't stand on it because I can't stand up for Chris Rock.
Yeah.
My reason is Chris Rock should have been slapped for when he sat with them white men and let them throw that nigga
with Louis C.K.
And the only person that
was Jerry Seinfeld
that stood up
Seinfeld.
was him.
Yeah, it was Seinfeld. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't stand on none of that.
I remember that. No, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with none of that. Me. I'm not disagreeing with none of that. I'm not disagreeing with none of that. I'm just talking about solely about about Will.
So I can't that all that shugging and jiving and all that stuff. Nah, I don't really rock with none of that.
I agree. I'm not saying I disagree with that. I'm saying I completely agree with that. All I'm saying is I personally felt like Will's actions were jaded. Like, not saying he didn't feel a type of way about the joke, but I say 85% of that slap, it might have been meant for somebody else.
No,
I don't think it was like, I think he just had to get that off. It was an opportunity for me to get it off. But I really want to slap this.
I really want to slap Jada.
Yeah.
I really want to slap it. Yeah, no, I get it.
Like, so it's like,
for sure.
So for me feeling that and seeing that and knowing that.
To me, I think he should have divorced her a long time ago.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
In the same book
I
that I
mean,
was talking about, it says when a woman doesn't accept your energy as a man, she doesn't accept or she's not responsive like to what you're giving.
yeah.
It's no longer
What
you wipe
this?
your hands as a man.
Well, this is my thing with the entanglement. Like, I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, Will should have slapped." Bro, be honest, bro. They was both doing their dirt. Mm-hmm. He was doing his shit. He was fucking with Margaret Robbie. She was doing her thing, linked up. Now I really feel like Jaden should have checked all this because that was my man's. I brought you into this home. We was homies. Now my mom is fucking my friend on some porno shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. But at the same time, Will knew about that. The problem was that the problem came about it was when it was made public,
When
then she used it for her show.
Yeah.
And Will is like, fam, that, like, we were both doing our shit. So now I look a certain way. Now I look like my wife was out here just getting it off, getting it off, and I'm at the crib. I'm cool with it. I was doing my own shit too, but we agreed that we was gonna do this.
Yeah.
And now I look bad. So now I gotta come on your show. I'm mad. Those wasn't sad tears.
Yeah.
He was like,
why am
I will kill a nigga. Right? Like, he would have killed somebody with his bare hands if he had the opportunity that day. Because those were tears of anger. Like, he was like, he couldn't believe that, and it was a mockery.
Yeah.
Now I get constantly mocked and berated by this Tupac shit. You constantly writing letters to this nigga. He's been dead since '96, and you still writing letters to him. You got our daughter writing letters to him. He's a constant energy and person in our house. You celebrate his birthday, all this shit, and then this happens. That if somebody, honestly, bro, Will might need therapy.
No, he needs therapy.
You know what I'm saying? He might need it because
me.
Yeah. But this is my
because it's not only disrespectful for yeah, look, I'm all for, again, Jada, you could do your thing, you could do that thing, but when it comes public in August, he comes out and starts to make it public, because I feel like August is a bitch ass nigga.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
To put a woman's business out there like that, especially the married woman's business, and you knew what the situation was. Will was okay with it, and Jada was okay with it, and you wanted more, and then Jada was like, nah, I want to be with my husband now. For you to come out and say that, I just feel like he's a bitch ass nigga for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like you just said, Will didn't want that part to come out, but they were both doing doing their thing.
Yeah.
And for people to clown him about the Tupac thing and all that, look, Jada would have been dead.
Yeah.
Period. Like, all due respect to the dead Tupac or whatever, but please don't fucking talk about him or write letters or have my little girl writing letters to him, because you're out of line.
Yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. That's
So
where
that
that's where a brunt of the disrespect comes from.
That goes in my
comes from my own household.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that goes about my thing.
Yeah.
Black men's mental health.
Yeah.
It's not. No one cares.
Yeah. Because look, you can look at it like this, bro. That entanglement.
Yeah.
That's a joke. That's a slight at Will. And when old girl brought it up, Jada was dying laughing.
And again,
you feel what I'm saying?
I'm not saying
entanglement is Will's alopecia, bro.
And I get it. And I'm not saying that she was right. She should have fucking slapped old girl.
Yeah. Or at least checked her.
But
that's
like,
what
I'm saying. we not doing that right now. Oh, and walked off. Like, we not doing that right now. Out of here.
Yeah.
Walked off.
Yeah.
And if I'm Will, I'm checking everybody.
But do you want to know why Jada didn't?
Why?
Because in that moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. This isn't the time and place to do.
Yeah,
that.
but that ain't got.
But Will didn't give her a look like handle that. You feel what I'm saying? Like the the dynamic is.
Will, to me, and I hate to say it because I'm not in their household. I don't know. He might be checking with Jada left and right. We never know.
I
But
doubt it,
I
bro.
doubt it.
I think she.
Because she
I think she big dog in that
No,
house.
for sure. No, for sure. I think the same.
I think she big dog. Her and that red table.
No. I think she is too. I think she like I'm dead serious. But I think Will's come to a place where peace.
Yeah. But this is the thing, though.
Like he said, I can't satisfy you. I'm out. Like I'm out mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm out mentally, but I think what happened when that entanglement came out, they got a little bit closer and whatever. And again, the movie about King Richard protecting his family and shit. I just think they was just like, fuck it. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
We can agree and then we can disagree. Like we see a little bit different. We agree on certain things, but we see it a little bit different.
I would have smacked the shit out of Chris Rock.
And I wouldn't argue with you, but
I'm just saying.
But you got to be able to. You got to be able to live with those consequences. That's all I'm saying. Is that you got because like I said, I'm big on respecting everything around me, bro.
Yeah, but
like it's like prime example, bro. I'm at the gym the other day, and this dude, I'm on this machine, and this young dude, he walked by with his bag, and I had my phone on my water bottle, but it was like sitting close to the machine, like not in the walkway, and his bag, like kind of like hit my phone. And knock my phone off my water bottle. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, I had an option to be like, hey, little nigga, pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Or I could just let it slide. Now, I was, hey, bro, like, come on now. He was all my fault. You know what I'm saying? Picked it up, whatever. It wasn't no big deal. I wasn't going to, like, smack him upside his head because he didn't mean it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the time and place. I'm not about to rough a nigga up in the gym.
That's different.
No. But what I'm saying, I respected.
Yeah,
I respected where I was at. I'm in a public place. I'm in an establishment. I'm at the gym. But they have a brand. I like to come here. You feel me, bruh? It wasn't intentional, and I'm not. And I will say this about Chris. I don't think Chris knew. I don't think a lot of people knew she had alopecia. I didn't know until I looked it up that she said in 2018. But I didn't know she had it. You feel me? So I think in his defense, he didn't have. But that also goes to his PR. Y'all should know things and look into things, whatever. That's your job, you know. So people didn't do their job. A lot of people get paid to not do their job these days.
No,
so I will say that. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm big on respecting things. Just like if you was throwing a house party here, bruh, and me and some dude got into it, and I know that you might not, you don't know him, you for real. He's just somebody, came with somebody. But I know you. I'm cool with you. You my mans. I'm not gonna disrespect your house. I'm gonna check him, but I'm not gonna disrespect your house.
We gonna jump him.
Nah, I'm not.
I don't know him like that.
No, but what
you my man.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna disrespect your house and cause a ruckus and start moving furniture. Because nigga, I don't want to break your TV. I don't want to fuck up your table. I respect things around me. You feel me? So I'm gonna look at it like I can check this nigga without having to take it that way. Now, if it goes that way, it goes that way. But I can check you and I can have a conversation with you, and we don't have to go that way.
I know.
You feel me?
Yeah, but not getting.
Now, if it's a situation where we had a conversation earlier and you stepped on my left shoe, and then 10 minutes later you step on my right shoe, all right, bro, now we got a problem.
I get it.
Because I just told you not step on my feet.
Okay, all right. So what I will say is, I totally understand that people put brands over certain things sometimes.
No.
Me, I don't do that.
No.
I mean, I can never say that I won't do it in the future, you know, because I do have a product, I do have a brand, but it's also about being human.
For sure.
It's also about making mistakes, understanding those mistakes, and learning from them. If they're mistakes in your mind.
Yeah.
Because in sometimes things are not mistakes. Yeah, you lash out and it may not be the right time, but I'm all about too. That person has to wear those shoes too. Though, like Chris Rock has to wear that shoe. You made a joke in 2016.
Yeah.
You made other jokes, and my wife was uncomfortable. We was in first row. Again, This is my night. I got it. You made a joke. You made a joke about my wife on my night. She's very insecure. I'm about to, if I say nothing to you, I take this Oscar, guess what I get to go home to? A very insecure woman is going to make my night bad. because I didn't say anything.
Making your life bad.
No,
That's
she
what I'm saying.
been doing that
But
for sure. But it's gonna be even worse. Like
I'm not.
some niggas is just like that.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But one thing, Big Dog Kevin Gates said. He said if you knew the consequences behind your decisions, would you still make that same decision? Like if
That's
I
something
like
to ask Will. I don't.
but that's what I'm saying. Like so it's like if you're not willing to die on that and do it again, it's almost like when they say, look, if you ain't got $1,000,
You shouldn't.
if you can't buy it twice, don't get it.
Exactly.
So it's like if I'm not willing to do this 10 times out of 10 times, should I do it?
But he might.
Should I do it?
He might.
I don't know. Because I honestly feel like, because I think that when he did it and he realized he fucked up, that's why he wasn't even thinking about apologizing to Chris. He apologized to the Academy. Because he was like, yo, I fucked up. I knew I'm not supposed to act like this in this moment. And everything I've done to get here, I just, for 3 seconds, like 3 seconds, bro. Like,